Hi guys. Boy, did I stir it up with my last video. I know some of you were probably thinking she'll never be back. Maybe there was some of you that were thinking, I hope she doesn't come back. But guess what? I'm back. Yeah, and I'm just back to say, first and foremost, thank you for your feedback. For those people that felt compelled to share with me, um, whether they agreed or they disagreed, I thank you for that. And I feel like the common issue that I was receiving from people was all because I went forward showing love to people, wearing a shirt that highlighted specific colors that have meaning to people, and not highlighting the fact that I was a Christian um, that was out there showing love to people. And I hear you, I get that, and I thank you for your opinion. But you know what, guys, at the end of the day, this YouTube channel is about my experience and about my walk in this world, about how I hear from God, and about how I believe I'm supposed to love other people. And I'm just not one of those people who's going to throw the first stone at anyone, because there is not one of us who can walk out of their house and put themselves above any other person they pass on the street, because you just can't. We are all in the same boat, if you will. And so I just wanted to hop on to tell you that, when you're working out your life, doing whatever it is that you're called to do, it's not about you walking around pointing out people's issues or pointing out things in people that you don't agree with, because that's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to probably make you hated, and people aren't going to listen to you very well. But for me, it's all about being present with people. And just because you're present with people and you're loving people doesn't mean you agree with what's going on in their life. But you know how I feel is it's not my job to agree or disagree with what's going on in someone's life. And when people meet me, I mean, I'm sure there's a myriad of things that might go through their mind. They don't know my story. They don't know the struggles that I have and the things that I deal with. But I'm sure when people meet me, some people make a quick assumption about me, and that's their prerogative. But, I hope I never have to live in a place where, when I walk into a church, I am treated poorly because I'm overweight, and people know that the Bible says that gluttony is a sin, and people can make the assumption that I'm a glutton. Um, do I struggle with overeating? Absolutely. Every day? No. Every meal? Absolutely not. But I also have a lot of things in my physical body that is fighting against um, my health. I have an autoimmune disease, and it's not an excuse, but I don't wear a sign that tells people I have an autoimmune disease. But I'm just thankful that I don't live in a place where I walk into a church and I'm actually told I can't serve because I'm overweight and I look like a glutton. And yet, in society today, there are people groups that are told they're not welcome, or they can't serve, or heavens to bid, they can't even be baptized because of what we perceive as what's going on in their life. Whether we know it or not shouldn't matter, because as far as I can see, and as far as what I understand the Bible to say, we're all wrongdoers. We all screw up. We all do things that displease God. But yet, here we are serving in churches, leading churches, on leadership teams in churches, and not only being baptized ourselves, but baptizing others. So I think it's a real disservice, I would say, to God, that we are so, as a people group, are so quick to judge and so quick to throw stones because we don't approve of what other people are doing. You know what? It's not for us to say. And in my history, I have done that. I was that person, man. I feel, looking back, I was more blind back then than I am now. I was more closed-minded back then than I am now. And it's not because I'm on this slippery slope like some people think. It's because I am coming into maturity in my relationship with God. And man, I hope you get there. I really do. I know from the outside looking in, you may think that I'm doing this all wrong, but you know what I would encourage you to do? Pray about it. I would encourage you to say, Lord, show me if anything that she says is truthful. Show me if there's anything in my life that I need to work on. Because you know what, guys, that's what it's all about. This whole walk is about our relationship with God, not about looking at other people's relationship with God. And I just think we need to do a better job at looking at the issue in our own lives instead of looking at the issue in other people's lives. And I'm just here to say this channel is my channel. You can get off anytime. You don't have to listen and you don't have to agree, and that's okay. I'm going to love you anyway. Even if you end up hating me, I'm going to love you anyway. And, I still invite your comments. I would love to dialogue with you. So hit me up anytime. And I just want to let you know no one's going to scare me off because God has called me to this. And together, He and I are going to see this through.